Hey everyone, this is a real quick tutorial on a few tips on getting some lists going for your business. So it's a lot easier to invite to your events. It makes your life so much easier, especially if you're a busy mom like me. So I want to show you guys how to add someone to your list. You have to do it from a desktop. For example, I use social media to work my business. So let's say that my friend Michelle here, she's actually my cousin, but let's say that she was my potential, okay, and I talked to her about the business a few times, and I just want to keep in touch with her, and I want to make sure that we're keeping in contact, and I can keep her posted on new promotions, new products. What I'm going to do is I'm going to want to add Michelle to my list, my leads list. So you can go down here and go to friends, and then you want to go down where it says um, add to another list. And what you're going to want to do is click that. And I already have a ton of lists ready. I have a Mexico leads list. I have a potential distributor loyalty list, and I have a team list. These are the ones that I use. Okay. So this is just to make lists. I'm not going to show you guys today how to post to your lists, only how to create your list. So I'm going to Michelle, right? And I'm going right here where it says friends, and I'm going to create a new list for her just so I can show you guys how to do it. I would normally probably add her to my potential list, right? But right now, I want to make sure to make a new list so you guys can see how to do that. And I'm just going to make a name. So let's say I'm going to put dream DTs, because I have a list for that on Instagram. So maybe girls that I really want on my team, that I want to just interact with them and have fun and comment on their stuff. So I'm going to click dream DTs, and I'm going to click enter. Right? It's going to make the list. So now I have a Dream DT list. So now I can add her to my Dream DT list. It's going to get a little check, and that's when you know she's on your list. Now what I'm going to do is go back and teach you how you're going to invite these people to your events. And it's going to be so much simpler if you're creating these lists. Every time you talk to someone, you add them to your list. Sorry, my screen's broken, so there's a line. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and go to my events for this week that I have for my business. And I'm going to invite her going off a list. But I'm also going to show you guys how I invite my potentials off my other list. So, sorry, my internet's a little bit slow. So I'm going to go down to events here. And I'm going to go ahead and go to my personal events. And this is how I invite people to my parties and my events online. It takes me 2 seconds if I can get my internet to work a little bit faster. So here we go. So now I'm going to my events, and my events is Get Your Sexy Back is Thursday in English, and I have it in Spanish on Friday. So they're both named the same. So I'm just going to go ahead and invite her to my English. Actually, I'm going to actually show you guys and invite her to my Spanish one. So I'm going to go choose friends. And this is a lifesaver, okay? Now, what I like to do is invite my whole list, and then I go through and message them, hey, I invited you to my event. I hope you can join. If you can't, totally fine. Thank you so much. You know, just something super sweet and simple. Just so that at least you're letting them know that you did invite them. So, okay, so now I'm in this page, and I'm going to invite a group of people to my event. So I'm going to go down to right here where it says suggestions and click more. And then now you can see your list. See, I have my team, my leads from Mexico, my dream DTs, and my potentials. So I'm going to go ahead and click Mexico leads because this is my Spanish event. And as you can see, all my Mexico leads are popping up. The funny thing is that it says I have 61 leads in here, and it takes a little while to load them. So that's the only kind of part that takes a little long, but it's a lot easier than going through and inviting each person. So I just kind of let it load a little bit, kind of just scroll up and down until it loads a ton of people, and then I'll click select all. So this is only inviting my people from my list. I'm not inviting people I've never talked to. I'm not inviting people I don't know. I'm inviting people that I have communicated with, that I have talked to, that have commented on my post, stuff like that. So then you want to wait a little bit. As you can see, more names start popping up. So you kind of want to go back and forth until this number right here, the 29, says the same number as it said up here at the top where it said I had 60 leads lists, 60 leads. So I'm going to go ahead and invite these, and then I'm going to invite again. So it's super simple. I just invited 29 people without even going through each person by creating these lists. And then I'm going to go ahead and go in here again and invite the rest because I didn't invite all. You can wait for it to load, or you can go in and out, kind of like what I'm doing right now. Sometimes it's a little faster just to go in and out. And okay, so I'm going to go back to my leads list. Remember, Mexico leads. And I'm adding new people to this list every day. So You want to make sure that you're adding new people to your list all the time. And I'm not sure why it's not loading more when I had 61 people. Okay, let's just forget that. The other thing you can do is now I'm going to invite, see the list that I made? Remember it was Dream DTs? So now my friend, my cousin actually, is on that list. So it will pull her up. My internet is so slow. It will pull her up here, hopefully, and then I'll be able to invite her just like the other people. What I love about this way is that you can do it from your desktop. You can invite a bunch of people at once, and it just makes life so much easier. For example, let's say I had a bunch of people. I think she's already invited from my potential one, so that's why she's not popping up. But let's just say that maybe my leads from last week didn't go. I can go down here and go to my previous events. These are all your previous events, so I can actually invite everybody from last week to this week's and click right here who attended and who didn't attend out of my friends. My friend here attended, so I'm not going to invite her again because she attended, but I will follow up with her. And then I can go right here to all guests, and I can honestly just invite this whole list again if I wanted to. So it makes it so much nicer. And my internet is just really sucky right now, so it's probably not gonna. Okay, so see, these were my leads I invited last week that are not in the event this week. So I'll go ahead and I can click select all, and it will invite all these people all over again. And these are people that I invited to my last week's event that can join this week's also. So it's just a cool way to invite a ton of people at once. I'm not going to invite them to this one because this is in Spanish, so I want to make sure I'm keeping my Spanish with my Spanish and my English with my English. But that's just a little helpful tip there. So the list is going to be huge, and once you get those lists going and they keep growing, it's going to be so much simpler to invite people to your events. Anyways, I hope that helps. Have a good day.